What up players, it's Warpsmith up in this mode. Today we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at the Chaos Space Marine Warpsmith fine cast. Oh, here we go. Let's take a look at it actually on the back and see what there is to see. This model, very busy, a lot of stuff going on. He's got his axe, a whole bunch of little mechadendrites, which are these, little wiry things twirling and twining around the body. So it'll be interesting to see how they fit and how they work with the model. Look at his cloak, which is just a whole bunch of wires. That is pretty awesome. We'll see how it actually looks. Here's what comes in the box. You get a plastic big clamshell thingy, which you can use for if you want a wet palette. This is perfect for it because you can just fill the bottom with water, put a little bit of parchment paper on top, instant wet palette, which means that you can take paints out of the pot, put it on the wet palette, and they won't dry out as long as the water underneath is there and the parchment paper is there as well. So really cool, good stuff to have. All right, you get 3 little fine cast sprues, I guess for lack of a better word, we'll call it that. Let's get in there and see what you get. First we're taking a look at the left arm. Iron Warrior's skull. I'm really looking for a fine cast rage, but oh wow, I just noticed that the hand that's holding this is a Terminator Arnold Schwarzenegger robot arm. I didn't notice that in the picture. So that'll be fun, painted up as all metal. Mechadendrite here. Interesting that with all these pieces, Games Workshop didn't think it would be useful to include instructions. Here's the head. So it's interesting, he's got a big skull on the left side and a helmet which looks like Mark II or Mark III helmet. Interesting. Here's the cape I was talking about with all the wires and coils. It looks really good. I don't see any miscasts or air bubbles, which I'm always on the lookout for. Yeah, it looks suitably random and stuff. You know what I noticed though? Check out this axe. Yeah, it's supposed to go all the way down. So look how bent it is from here. It looks like the whole axe is like bent forward, and then down here it seems like straight right under the hand, except that if you look at the angle of the hand, it looks like the axe is bent a little bit too much forward and should be bent a little bit more like that. So that is not cool. I like all the little rivets and stuff on the axe itself. It's good design. You've got another Iron Warriors looking face. I mean, it's called the Warpsmith, and the Iron Warriors were known for having Warsmiths. I don't know if the Warpsmiths are exclusive to the Iron Warriors, but they probably should be. These are great. I don't see any air bubbles here. Man, every time I think about the horrors of fine cast, I think about the cockatrice I got when it first came out, or the racks. I do see some lines, mold lines, but those should be easy to shave off with the back of my modeling knife. And I like the little jaws and stuff. This one looks like a little, like a little reptilian, like a dragon almost, or a snake. Isn't it funny that we judge our fine cast purchases by how few screw-ups there are? Here's the body. And, oh okay, I was like, why is one leg up on this huge piece of whatever? But it's like a T-bar he's stepping up on. Little coils. Oh, I don't know what this is. Looks like a miscast here. Air bubbles, and this coil here just kind of ends pretty abruptly. Fine cast. And you've got more little mechadendrites. These are great. I like how this one is like flared open, like it's screaming. This one looks like a skull. And here's the other shoulder plate. Little coil that looks like the edge of a flamer. Because I suppose all these mechadendrites are supposed to also be weapons, flamers and stuff. I don't have the Chaos Codex with me. So, yeah, not as many miscasts as I was afraid there would be. So I'm gonna go off and clip all these pieces off, start building them. And if I find any really bad flash pieces or whatever, I'll make a video on it. If not, then we'll take a look and see how all these pieces glue together. As always, when using Finecast, you gotta use super glue, which I use Zap-A-Gap. I've also used Gorilla Glue in the past, but Zap-A-Gap applicator, we'll say that 5 times fast, is a little bit easier for applying super glue. You do not want to use plastic glue, because plastic glue specifically creates a chemical reaction and a chemical bond for plastic figures, which does not work for Finecast. Finecast just kind of repels it. So yeah, I'm gonna put this baby together and we're gonna show you what it looks like when we get back. Okay guys, I've clipped out all of the pieces of the Warpsmith, and man, there is a lot of flash. So there's a lot of flash. So what I've decided I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have all the pieces here. You should get 1 mechadendrite, arm, head, body, 2 mechadendrites, 3 4 backpack, arm, other arm, cloak, 5. So you've got all your pieces on one side. The way I would go about cleaning them now is keep them all on one side of my table, then one by one go through them, clean off all of the flash like so, taking your clippers, clipping off the most obvious pieces, having your trash can nearby so you can throw them all away, and taking your hobby knife, and you see how there's all this flash on this coil here. You have to go through that, and just using the back of your file or your hobby knife, or if you have a file, that might be good too. Just kind of scrape the flash off like this. You don't want to do it too hard, obviously, and you definitely don't want to use the bladed side because there's a lot more chance of ruining that coiled detail. So this might take a while, getting through all this flash. I felt like when I was clipping these off of the sprues, it felt like I was a bomb. I was in bomb disposal in the military or in law enforcement. I was clipping the wires and it's like, clip the green wire, clip the red wire. Oh wait, don't do that, it's attached to the hand. Oh. It's very nerve-wracking. I think it's way more work than you should have to do, but until Games Workshop figures out how to take everything out of Finecast and into plastic, this is the way we're gonna have to do it. So I'm gonna continue cleaning and clipping and clipping, and when I'm done, we will be back.
Hello everybody, it is nice to meet you. My name is Rasputin the Warpsmith from the third battle company of the 4th Legion, the Iron Warriors. Everybody says how mean we are and how nobody likes us, but I just wanted to say that we are very friendly people, and I want to introduce my 7 friends here, my mechadendrites. This is Dmitri. This is Nikolai. Say hello, Nikolai. This is Mikhail, over back here. This is Yuri, peeking over there. This is Alexei. And down here is John. And over here in the back is Philip. Say hello, everybody. Yeah, so the Warpsmith was a lot of fun to build. I heated up in super hot water the axe and bent the bottom back. And I thought I bent the top back too, but it still looks a little warped right here around the hand, so I might do that again. But as you can see, these mechadendrites really make the model look very cool and very dynamic. There's all sorts of stuff you can do with it, especially if you want to get creative and dump these bad boys in hot water, then you can bend them every which way. I don't even know if I put them on correctly. Also, there's only 1, 2, 3 holes, but you get 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5 loose mechadendrites. There are 2 that come with the model that you cannot, that are already attached. This one over here and this one over here. They're attached to the arms, but like for all these other ones, some of them I bent in different angles. This one I meant to look like it's kind of swooping back around and looking at whatever is over here. This one I kind of wanted to make it look like it's sweeping up like this, but I guess when it hardened, when it cooled off, it kind of bent back towards the back. So I might try to see if I can angle it a little bit more forward. But yeah, I just decided to heat up this axe because if you remember my fire belly, my Ogre Kingdom's fire belly, oh my gosh, it was just so ugly, the handle for that guy's hammer. So you have to do it if you've got something that's supposed to be straight and supposed to look really, really good like that. So some things I found, there were some mold lines that when I shaved down, it revealed really, really terrible air pockets, like right here. Oh, this one broke my heart. It was fine, there was like a little mold line, and I shaved it with the back of my hobby knife, and this huge air bubble popped out. So you know what that means? Fine cast! So angry. Fine cast rage. Some things I can think about when thinking about painting just off the top of my head is you could probably do something really cool, like the Iron Warriors hazard stripes. Sorry, I was eating Nutella with my fingers just now. You might see some Nutella on my fingertips. You could do like the yellow and black hazard stripes here on the shoulder. I'm thinking when you look at the picture, the guy's face, the skull part of his face is painted in like as metal, but I think it might be really cool to have that skull part painted as an actual bone, you know, and just make it look like his face is rotted away. Ooh, creepy, super awesome. But the mechadendrites really do it. Everybody that I know who's seen it, you're either in one camp, you really, really like it, and you think like the cloak out of wires and tubes and cabling is really awesome, or you just think it's way too busy and there's just too much going on. And as a painter, more than a gamer, someone who actually enjoys the hobby of modeling and painting and stuff, I am looking forward to painting this guy up. I think I'm gonna have a great time with that. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. So thanks for watching, everybody. I'm reading up and researching my Iron Warriors fluff so that I can be knowledgeable talking about it when I do my tutorial for how to paint an Iron Warriors Legionnaire. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Latest, players! Goodbye, everybody! Say goodbye, everyone!